Hello, and welcome back. So today we're going to continue the game that we started, and there are a couple things that I'm going to do right off the bat. So first, we're going to choose this so it increases our research speed, because we're going to research this ship, uh, and we want it as soon as possible. Then, also, a little bit about the strategy. So here, basically what we're going to do is we're going to capture this from the United States because it has some oil, and the Panama Canal. Those are the two objectives we have here in the Caribbean, as well as fighting the US Navy. But that's basically our main objectives there. Then, with regards to the USSR, how are we going to help? We're going to help with our CAS. We're going to build up our CAS capabilities, and what we're going to do is use them to support the Germans in their attack into Russia. Okay, that's what we're going to do. The first thing that we are going to do there. Then, if we are able to change our mobilization law, we will try to train some more divisions to actually help in the field. But we will have to see if that is possible, or to what extent it is. Okay. So let's start putting up some of these and training them up. We also have some issues with research. Why? Because we're behind. We're going to be in 1941, and we haven't researched 1940 fighters. Okay, but that's you know, it happens. Okay. Heavy aircraft. What we're going to do is it gives maritime patrol bombers more attack. Okay, that's another thing that we're going to do. Okay. Then we have 10 more maritime patrol air bombers. What we're going to do is set them here, 10 up to train. We have to wait until we build airports in here. Okay, let's set this to go. We're repairing one ship, and meanwhile we're still raiding here. We wouldn't have to flee, but whatever. Better safe than sorry. Okay. It's more because of the aircraft, because the aircraft, they do suffer when it's against these kinds of heavily, or not heavily, but just more prepared vessels, not just convoys. Because against convoys, I think they can do a pretty good job. I mean, for example, let's check out in some of these engagements. So, okay, they don't do too much damage, so just 37, so that isn't too much. But they do something. I think it would be nice if we could see in this phase. So, surface detection or detection chance, intel difference. So the thing would be, before it was easier to see these stats in the region. Now I don't know how to see them, but for example, I think, yeah, you see, so we have 2 damaged ships. This one's also damaged. So let's try to remove it. We will have to remove a couple of Z zones. And there it is. Okay. 10% more extraction, that's good. And maybe I want to do these two to get more oil and to build some infrastructure in these regions, where maybe I want to build some synthetic refineries. Okay, it's good. We're doing too good. Repairing Holland, and this one we didn't select where to go to repair, so it's not doing anything. So let's move it. Okay. Here we have to select limited conscription, but our objective is the one after that because that's where we will get much more manpower. Raiding is going well. Most of their imports are still from the United States. This intel network, we can quiet it down. We have one additional operative, which it depends on what we want to do, or what we are going to do first. Because there are several things we could do. For one, we could put them in Russia and decrease their surrender limit, which would be a good thing to do. Because like that, they will surrender faster and the war will take less time. And I don't know how much that takes in terms of time, but it might be useful. Another one would be to create an intel network in some place where we're going to do a naval invasion. I also thought of another plan, but I think it would be more risky because we don't know 9 factories. And here, so another idea that I had, it would be perhaps a little bit more risky, but we could, for example, I think if we wanted to here, you could, let me see, you could destroy the building. So I was thinking something that would be a little bit cheesy, but I think it would work. So it would be capturing part of this, but for that we would need some intel. So that's why I was thinking maybe it would have to be a small swath of land. Nothing big. We would have to select where it would be best. But for example, see, so New York probably would be a good place. But to capture enough as to be able to destroy railways and factories, just to screw them a little bit. I don't know why. Plains, marsh. Okay, that's what I thought. Here's forest and plains. Because there aren't too many places I could invade. The bad thing is, where's the resource map? The bad thing is there's nothing in Florida. There's a lot of stuff in Texas, but the problem with Texas is that there's just Mexico would be easier because Mexico is it's just easier. Because these states are not going to do anything, so you just capture here and you work your way up, and they do have some resources. And there isn't so many tiles, so 1, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. So 10, so I could probably defend a 10. And if I were less greedy, I could probably do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And with 7, just have control over all these resources. It wouldn't be that bad. Because here the only other things that there are is chromium, just a bunch of chromium in Cuba. Invading anything else is just... So that's just another idea. Well, what's clear is cash for helping the USSR is one key objective. And I think it's something fundamental. Okay, that's good. This radar actually helps us, but we can't stay there too long because we have to research. We have to start trying to research our other things as well. So not much time to lose. And I think, yeah, we have to push on with the destroyers as well. So there's a lot of stuff to research and not much time. Maybe the UK is going to try to do something. Let's see. Intel, naval. Yeah, so look at this. They're doing most of their trade through here. This is a light cruiser. We're gonna put them in a different slot. I'm gonna set them to do not engage for right now and to train up. So now they're going to war with Yugoslavia. What we can do is take our CAS. We have 2. Set them up here. And off they go. I don't know if... No, I think they do start doing something. Okay. Production, how are we doing with the trains production? We need a bunch more. How are we doing with our templates? I don't know how they were looking. Okay, so that one. So some are looking better than others. Okay, so we are done. Here we have to continue, but okay. Here we've done what we can. We should probably do this. So we have this capability. Okay. Although probably we should do this because there's so much aircraft stuff to do. Let's check out on our ships. Okay, they're still repairing. And with our naval bomber, so we have another one here, which we can also set up to do some work. And here we can also set this one up here as well. %, and 70%. Yugoslavia is done. They gained some XP, but not too much. But okay. I think the next thing will be Greece. So I'll move them over. Here, for example. Just for when they start with Greece. Get it on that extra part. Losing a bunch of convoys. Just minus 9%, so this see now in Mediterranean you see the Italians and the UK going at it in a different way, because before it was just the Italians just got stomped, and now it's a little bit different. So some people complain about the AI. I mean, sure, there are some issues, but I don't know. We gotta do a bunch of air research stuff, so, and more armor. And we could probably try to design the ship. We have to purchase a bit more iron. Just how it works. $27, $29. Okay. Someone's trying to get in here. Doesn't seem like it's gonna be very successful. So for example, here in logistics, I could check out how much artillery we have. You don't have, I don't think we have enough artillery to turn all these divisions into heavily arty divisions. So that is not an option that we currently have available. So here they go, losing convoys. Here we go, here we can change this, start increasing our manpower. And once this is done, we will go towards this. There we go with that. And since there's some time, we can research this as well. $91, maybe this one is done. Okay, so that one can head out. This one can probably head in for repairs. And that one, when it's done, it's done. So we have that, and we also need the heavy machine gun. So one of these two that is damaged. Quite a bit. Okay. Here. Okay. Oh, they started. I don't know why they didn't call me in. Or I didn't notice. There we go. I don't know how much impact they have. So, enemy air superiority. Is it night? Yes. Let's wait until it's day. I don't know exactly in what it is sort of more tangibly felt. So this one should head out. Here. And we need some more maybe. I don't know where they are. Here, there. So there they go. Okay. Air support. So in the defense, it does help them clearly. I don't know how much it helps them breakthrough. Air support. So it gives them more breakthrough. Let's see. Who did we damage? Aurora, Foxhound. Who's Foxhound? Aurora. I think they damage much more. Yes. Okay. I mean, yes, that might be a reason for which they're getting a little bit more damage. If they're heading out, yeah, so. Yeah, I don't know why it just tells me and it doesn't repair them. That's an issue I'm seeing. Okay. I'm not going to research this because if I research this, I'd have to change the airframe, and even though I could do it, I don't know. We're going to get a 100% boost, so I'm going to do these before anything else. We're going to get 2 more light cruisers. So we can just there we go. Let's check out how much. 600. 3 dockyards. Maybe we need some of those that boost the ship's health. Okay. There we go. Okay. I think this time it's taking them much less to do this. I mean, I don't know if it's because of us, I doubt it, but it's gotta be because of something, so. Okay, so that would be that. I'm going to try and increase our resource output as quickly as I possibly can, since we have that many bonuses. Agility and surface detection, okay. Now that is good. We could take this as well. It gives us faster production, which was somewhere I wanted to get to. Active sonar. I think we can do this one as well. Why? Because we still have time before we can start producing. So here in aircraft, I think we can let it be for now. And here we should do this, for example. Because when we do the deal with the Japanese, they'll take our... Yeah, this is bad. One of these is doing pretty bad, so yeah, this one. Yeah, this one's doing pretty bad. They're taking some damage, but I think it's because we haven't researched the avoid critical damage stuff. But, you know, we're keeping them alive, which is key. Okay, so now we can start building those. We can also increase our production efficiency. And with regards to aircraft, we have to change them entirely. So, heavy machine guns all the way. Vast engine. Armor plates. Self-sealing. And if we wanted some electronics, but we don't have. So, we could give them a bit more range with, but it's not necessary because we're not going to use them for that. Okay, so with that, we can change that for that. And here, locks, better engine, dive brakes, and increase range with this. And let's see if we get something that looks a little bit fancy. I don't know. Why one of these? Looks a little bit too fancy. Okay. And why is only one repairing? Yeah, they should. That's an issue. If they don't, I never trust allied ports to be repairing you, because that one clearly was repairing some of these guys. You're not gonna get prioritized. These guys are putting the pressure on, but any airport, I think, is a little bit too far off. Okay. We want to produce some more. Probably improved closed air support. Yeah, so I'd say this is pretty much over. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on back to our airport. Go. That's more for knowing where they are than for. And these guys, if they're not being useful, let's move them to somewhere where they are. 30 aircraft. Train them up. Okay. That's good, and now we can take the focus that we actually want, which is this. Okay. Okay. There we go. No air region assigned because there's not much they can do. Oh, okay. Once they start fighting here, I'll set them. Okay. One, 4. I mean, they're losing plenty of convoys. That is good because like that we gain more from our resources. It's important. But I also want to start taking these as well because it's going to help us with the damage that they're taking. I think they're taking too much damage. Let's see if that can help. Now with regards to training, we must start training some Marines. Artillery, anti-air, field hospital, logistics, save, and train. There we go. Strike aircraft, CAS. There we go. Here, these guys are still training. I could probably use this airbase here as well, because here and here there are a lot of subs, so I don't know why they didn't do something with Denmark. Okay. They damaged them. Keep in mind it's only 10. Yes, that the cost relative to the other ones is much greater, but it's just 10. Oh. That would be 10% less, and this is another 10% less, so you can get 20% less in those cruisers. I gotta take 1, 2, 3, and more or less 2, because this one doesn't count, because you can bypass that one. I think they're avoiding these zones because they know they're getting hit more there. There's no airbase here? Well, that sucks. And now we do have some air facilities there, so let's say this, how much trade is going. Oh, they've stopped trading. Soviet Union, so most of it is, yeah, it's Soviet Union now. Yeah, that's easy. So you can probably send some here, and some can probably reach over here again. I don't know how much. Let's see. See when they get there. Oh, they're getting there. Okay. Okay, so here we have place to build some refineries, which we will need. I don't know if they've arrived. If they are arriving, okay. Okay. I mean, be best to have them all in the Norwegian coast, honestly. So I probably move these over here. Let's see. I mean, we still have a bunch of stuff to do here to be up to date in that regard. So let's see if there are any. And I also wanted to know naval patrol. See, so I was thinking, for example, one here on naval patrol, and this guy also on naval patrol, and let's see if they spot more ships. Man, I would never identify that icon with naval patrol, quite honestly. I think it was last time I was playing, I was not able to find it, so not too intuitive, Paradox. So if you can listen, or if you are, keep it in mind. Okay, let's see. This one's done. This one's not done. So one of these need maybe this one. And this one's going to be ready soon. We've started the war with the Soviet Union. So we're going to take our aircraft, 300 close air support, move them here. These, there we go, reserve. It's because if I forget to do it now, I don't change it later. So it's best to do it now. There we go. Maybe here they're better because they can. Okay. Off they go. They just gotta do their thing. This one, also the train. Here these two, so one is done. There we go, 10% less. or breakthrough. That's 6%. It's not that much, but I think it's something. So, good enough. Okay. Here, we're fending them off, which is what we have to do. We're going to switch this up, so we finish that earlier. We're going to remove one from here and add it here. I think here we get a few dockyards, so maybe with that we can speed up the process. I don't know why this time they hadn't attacked Lithuania. If I have to produce more, I'm gonna produce more of these. I don't know if my aircraft are increasing their skills. Where are they at? Okay. Let me see here. Six months at the current rate. I don't know why. Zero. Well, that's not a really useful airport if you're asking me. Okay. These up on intercept as well. Let's keep pushing up here. What else is there? Okay. How are ships doing? Okay. One of these is done. Production. Okay. Well, there they go. So they're pushing. Well, we're gonna stay here. I think we're still useful. Okay, fine. You. Okay. There's one of these that grants more mission efficiency. Let's see. Okay, so they're doing good. Let's spread them out a little bit more. And I have a feeling the naval bombers are not helping at all here. I don't know why. I'm gonna take them here and put them there. Because here they do something. Only thing I can do here is I'm gonna send my reserve wing here. I don't know if they can, if intercept protects from cast. That's a doubt I have. I'm not too sure about that. If it does, they're pushing forward quite strongly. They're doing quite a strong push. Now, this is the bad part because now I have to relinquish my overseas stuff to the Japanese. So yeah, 7 rubber, we're using 19, so I actually have 4. I think you can see how that's gonna become a problem quickly. Man, they are really gonna get wrecked. I usually don't see this happen, so I'd like to think it was because of us. Whew. That's a lot of divisions. This is gonna finish fast. Might move my air support here. okay. I think they're okay. Oof. They really got him. They got 400 here. Let me move them there. Man, if that's the impact of Cass, it's hugely. I don't know where. Oof. Man, I think this time 1 million. And how's the USSR doing? No, they still have to lose way more. In this pocket. That's going to be a massive loss for them. This one here. Something. Oof. "74 divisions, that is, wow." They lost so many troops there. The US joined? Yeah, they did. A little bit more silently, I think. I didn't notice. I don't know, they're gonna start trying to disrupt my shipping. Okay. So here I should do some stuff. So this is more or less okay. This is more or less okay. This is more or less okay. This is. So let's do a little bit more on the ships. So let's do a little bit more with the ships. Okay. And then craft as well. Okay. Get rid of this. Black casualties. Man, they're going quick. Now, what's the problem? Problem is rubber. Imperial Japan, I think they have a closed economy. We can try import some from CM. I think that's basically the best we can do. So here we go with this. Okay. Now, even though we get a bunch of factories, we can't really produce that much more of anything. Because what we need is rubber, and we can't get our hands on it. They're fending them off. So they're doing a good job in that regard. Okay. Big guns expert, yes. Now when this one is done, we can move on to build the two other cruisers. And with that, with this focus done, we will build them a little bit faster. Okay, so let's research this as well. We were researching, yes, that. Fine, let's do this. Okay. Now, this and this. This is good for damage reduction, but I don't think we're getting bomb damage, so I won't waste my time with that. I might do this one. Okay, so here they can help, and these 100. And probably being here would be even better. There we go. Let's train another air wing. Gotta keep improving this. 3 dockyards, okay. So that's done. Now we're gonna start assembling our cruisers. Okay, so this would be it. 34. Okay, we will do. It's 34. No, wrong one. Production. This. And this one. This. Here. And there we go, 2. And okay, there we go. Buy it from Bulgaria, and off we go. And I think we can change this to this now, because, well, I don't know, actually, trade. So who is buying oil? Not too much oil is being purchased. Buying steel. Extracted 13. Man, I would really have. I'm gonna start training these here. Okay. Nope. Not there, here. This is growing ultra slowly. Because they're not getting into too many engagements. Okay. Maybe only with 1. There we go. Oh, so Japan has declared war on me. No. I'm not gonna call them in. Well, that's a bit random. I don't think that's very smart. I'm not gonna call them into the war because it would be pointless. They're pushing forward, I think, quite well. So. Who's this? What? What's up with these guys? Fighting in the middle of the ocean. Okay, let's see. Wow. I'm quite impressed by the performance of the... Quite impressed, honestly. Quite impressed. I don't know what path they went down. Okay. These 10, they move on here. Okay, so that's minus 10% for that. And here I can get plus 10%, plus 5% dockyard, so do that as well. I don't know how much they're towards surrender. More than halfway, a little bit more than halfway. And when they lose Leningrad and Stalingrad, they're starting to be out of range. So what I might do is move somewhere else here. There we go. Now let's design the destroyers. $19. You can stack 2. Oof. That is a little something. Anti-sub. You can have more at one. That makes sense. That would be a little bit overkill. Okay, there we go. I really don't understand what happened with the Japan deal. So, I don't know. Someone knows what happened, please tell me, because I don't understand. But what I do know is I can now build more aircraft. That I do know. And I think I could train up another air wing of these. Yeah. I think air support is doing quite a big deal. And I'm quite impressed. And also here, I mean, they're just withering themselves away. I'm gonna change our mobilization law to extensive conscription. So we're gonna start mobilizing, and then I'll change with the focus, I'll get rid of the debuff. Let's see. Okay. Doing their job, they're doing the job. Wow. I've never seen the German AI push so fast. I'm impressed. How many losses do they have compared to one another? 95? Oof. when these guys get cut off, they're gonna also get here much of the same. One a day, I mean. Wow. Check on my ships. Okay. And this also. I mean, okay, let's improve with these. Now is when they're going to face a moment of reckoning, because now they're going to have a lot of casualties. There's not much they can do. I don't know why they don't take these. There they go. Air support. See, it does quite a bit. With regards to breakthrough, it increases it. Air defense, air attack. There's nothing. Oh yeah, they're doing something. Oh yeah. Well, not the best idea to enter a new war. This is gonna make it easier. Sometimes the AI just starts making bad choices one after another, and it really shows. So when this gets wrapped up, or already even, I'll move my aircraft to this area, but there isn't any airport that is open. Yeah, so yeah, it's just a problem with airports. You gotta capture an airport. Well, that sucks. I'll give support here. Oh no, I can't. I'm not even giving support there because maybe here. Maybe I don't know if they'll reach. barely in range. I'm gonna take these 100 and ship them over here. They're putting a bit of pressure here, but I think nothing that we can't deal with. Yeah, so they are going to start going after my shipping there, so I gotta move. All my aircraft here because it's what I have right now to protect my shipping. If I had something else, I'd use it, but I don't have anything else. Man, when are they gonna take up? I think this must be a big airfield. I mean, yeah, these guys. Captured the freaking airfield. Can't really help much. Get out of here. See where someone captures an airfield. Stalingrad airfield only had 200 slots? What? There's absolutely no way I can be of help. Maybe with this. But this airfield is so far away. Where does anyone have an airfield? Okay, so I can help here, for example. Or yeah, that's mainly where. Okay, so let's just alright. I don't want them to be just idly waiting. No divisions in basic training, I'm aware. I could do some training. Okay. Here there are absolutely no airfields whatsoever. This one is full. No one improves airfields, so there's no space. And these guys are going to be soon out of range, so not much support there to be giving. Man. For me to be having to build this, man, they should be ashamed. There we go. Here, they might close it up there. Okay. And here we have plus 10%. Or 5. 10% is another one. Okay, so here they're trying to land. Good for them. And here there's a naval battle going on, which I don't think can be to the benefit of the UK, because they really cannot defend themselves quite effectively. And that's not a problem. Here these guys do have a problem. So all these guys are going to get cut off. Or they are already. Man. Hey, how about you, the guy who has nothing to do? You build the stuff up. Oh yeah, okay. Just instruct basically no. I want nothing to do with anything. Not my problem. It's become a little bit buggy, but I can still keep playing. Okay, so they're pushing down over there, and I think here they maybe didn't do it as well as they could have, but they're getting some kills, so that's important. You might be wondering, why are you moving so strangely? Because this has become bugged. Interface. Wait. There we go. Let me double click on something. Can't just scroll. But as you can see, guys, got a single convoy there. But mainly this time what we did was support them with some CAS. And look, it's 1942. The Germans, I think, they're gonna win. Let's see the surrender progress. So it controls 33%. Yeah, so here there are some, but I think they're minor. This one is a major one. So yeah, they still have to push a little bit more. My aircraft, oh, here we don't have superiority, so that's a bummer. I'll just turn around and do the other guys. Is there an airfield? These airfields are just tiny. Pine region. Oh, there we go. So, naval battles over there. Check out on our ships. 2 destroyers we can train, so we'll put them here. This one soon. And these guys will finish on October, so okay. Okay, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen today. I think I wasn't even expecting myself this kind of success. I don't know what happened with Japan, to be honest with you, but I feel, wow, it was a very big impact. Uh, just with raiding some aircraft, we still even haven't invaded Panama or fought off the U.S. fleet or the British one. I'm quite impressed. So I hope you've enjoyed. Have a great day. Bye bye.